What's going on, my YouTube brothers and sisters of another mother? How you guys doing today? This is Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson's Model Railroad. What's going on, Terrell? What's going on, Fred? What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Jason? Randy? Scott? My new friend Ben and his wife. Shout out to Show Me Model Railroad, Show Me Hobby Store. Well, I'm gonna talk about strictly train stuff today, not nothing out of place. Okay. Well, I'm just curious. Train World did a virtual like train show in a sense, like the big Amherst train show. They did it virtual, and the manufacturers all came together, on split screens, I guess, whatever they call that thing, Willow or whatever the hell they call it. They all came together, and it's just weird. It's just I'm about to get deep on some stuff, so if you don't have the stomach for what I'm about to say, this would be a good time, and I'll wait a few seconds for you to click off my video because I'm going to get into some deep stuff because I'm just like, it done hit me today on a Sunday. It's gloomy outside, and it just hit me. And I'm like, it ain't that it hit me, it's just that I acknowledge it, and I'm like, why does it keep going on and it keeps rotating and rotating and rotating and nobody speaks up or says anything about it? And then when somebody do, you go take it and the channel disappears. Okay, so maybe this time, because I'm saying it, maybe, I just said maybe you might take it a little serious. I don't know. It's a like, did you notice? Okay, like, did you know? You notice that I'm brown skin? Brown skin. I'm not black, I'm brown skin. My shirt is black, but I'm brown skin. Okay, I'm not an African American, I'm an American. I didn't come from Africa, never going to Africa, and don't call me that. Thank you. But okay. I actually said that to say this. So out of the little virtual tour, you have all these guys who are Caucasians. They run the company, so they're the spokespersons for the company. I don't know who that David Cook. He live here in Kansas City. He don't run nothing, but he's a society. He got a lot of old stuff, and you can get reference from him if you need a picture or something, or he need to talk about something. He's pretty cool, I guess. But I never personally met him, so I don't know, and I'm not going to talk about him because I don't know him. So they kind of had a little token guy. I called him James Wright. But he just as light skinned as they are, so you can't tell if he's black or white. So, but anyway, he was on there too, representing who I don't know, because he just does reviews, and he told me he was helping Hampton out, but I don't. How the hell you gonna help out somebody you not a part of? Anyway, they just do that. They doing that for a reason, and I'm gonna. Apparently, he didn't get the notice. They just putting you out there as a little front to kind of make make that company look good. I love Anthem stuff, so don't get it twisted. This is not a talk about Anthem. This is a talk about how Anthem's done what Anthem's done. This is a talk about how Walters has done what Walters done. This is a talk about how Atlas has done how Atlas has done. This is a talk about how scale trains and all. Well, I can't say nothing about scale train because scale train is a little different. But some of these companies, how they do what they do, and I think they do it and not even notice they do it. They really don't notice that they do it. Now, you're asking yourself, BJ, what are you talking about? Okay, so let me tell you what I'm talking about. Modern Railroading magazine has been in business. They did a 75-year anniversary. They got that kind of coming up, I think, 75-year anniversary, 78, 79, something anniversary. And it's 12 months in a year. So they put out a book every year, then they put out extra books, other kind of books and stuff. I want to ask yourself out there in train world, and I'm just going to say if you just really know, or do you even really give a MF, or do you even pay attention? Do you know how you get your layout in Model Railroad magazine? I mean, do you really even know? I'll wait. I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got nothing but time. I'll wait. I'll drink some of my brown. Okay. Well, they claim you have to be a master model railroader or in the Model Railroader Association scenario, in order to even kind of get your layout even considered to be in a magazine. I considered master. Anyway, out of all these issues, 75 years worth, at least 75 years worth, ask yourself. And like I said, not being funny, it's just what I see with my two eyes. I can see fire. I just can't see some of the little stuff. That's why I got readers on. I can't see some of the little stuff. How many layouts from African Americans, because that's what y'all call us, are black people, have you seen in the pages of Model Railroad magazine? I'll wait. If you got an answer, please bing me in the corner and I'll answer. I can remember maybe there was one guy in 10 Greatest Model Railroaders. He was a doctor. No, he was an engineer. He had a big N-scale layout. He was in Model Railroad. That's one. I'm 58 years old. Been looking at Model Railroaders since I can think. They over 75 years old. But how many black Model Railroad layouts have you seen in the pages of Model Railroader? Why is it that every time that these guys come together to have some type of podcast or explanation or explaining the hobby or saying, quote unquote, this is the greatest hobby in the world, we be around the greatest people? Why is it the inclusion of the greatest people, 4 or 5 old white guys and 1 woman, or 2 women and 4 white guys, a young white guy, a teenager, or 2 or 3 little young kids, white? Why is it always the circle? And we sit back there and we look. We got our pages on and we look and hold on. And we look at the pages of Model Railroader because we like trains. So, we look at the podcast because we want to learn what's going on. Okay, so we sit back and we just keep on day after day, month after month, week after week, month after month, and we just see this and we don't say nothing. We don't ever go, I'm having a moment. I wonder, does black people like trains? I have no idea. My whole basement is 41 foot by 32 foot. My whole basement is filled with trains. You can't even hardly walk around in my basement without running into a train table. So I guess I answer that question. Black people do like trains. Well, James Wright's supposed to represent all the masses of black people. Light-skinned James, fat. I used to be thinner in the service. I'm still in the service. That dude, James Wright, with PTSD, James Wright, he like trains, but his is in boxes because he's still trying to find a house. But it's kind of hard to dog him because I think he been brainwashed. They give him a little opening of the door. So we say the one mirror, the one lens in the glass. They give him that. And he just runs. He's like, oh yeah, y'all saw Master Kim Hyson. Y'all saw Shane Scale Trains. Y'all saw a dude in the train world. Oh yeah, we give him a little, yeah. And then he passes out a little award, a little shiny teardrop award, talking about People's Choice Award. That's some shit he came up with. That wasn't something that he asked anybody about. He just wanted to get in there, and he did that. And they said, okay, well, that's our token. We'll do that. Well, let's talk to Michelle Campbellman because she runs the Greeley, Colorado. She runs the big layout out there. So we'll get her in there. We'll get the lady from England, from London, who has a show over there that talks about trains. We'll get her in there. We'll get the lady who has something to do with with the NA National Model Railroad Association. She has something to do with it, and she getting ready to start her layout, and everybody wants to help her. So we'll get her in there. Let's get the young lady and her son, brother-in-law. Let's get her in there because she likes the little boy from TCS. I'm like, I don't get it. You just seen that they was on the show and he just drooling off this girl. The young man from TCS. He just couldn't keep his eyes off her. He was in love. And she was all in gloating on it. But it was okay, you know. I don't ever think about young folks' love, but you know, whatever. But he talking so much technical stuff, that just turned her on. But okay, but that's the representation that they have. But I'm not represented. And I was told on the phone by one of my friends, I ain't saying his name, that I need to just put myself out there. I'm out there. I ain't never know. I go to the hobby store. I buy this. I do this. I got a little YouTube page. I mean, it's Benny Johnson Trains. I mean, you ain't gonna like everything I say. I don't like everything y'all say. You know, Terrell Howard, he the only one out that says it like it is. And then y'all sit there and follow Dirk Reynolds. That motherfucker's a QAnon crazy. I don't know what the hell is wrong with his ass. He'll make a good ass point. Then all of a sudden, he go into politics in a way, I know I do it too, but at least I know what I'm talking about. He starts talking about things that come from Mars. Like they got a probe stuck up his ass. And he starts talking about shit that don't make no motherfucking sense. And I know I cussed, I'm sorry. I know I got to tone it down a little bit, but it gets my blood pressure up. When every scenario is 4, 5, 12 white guys. Go to Fall River Division layout. You don't see no black guys operating on his layout. Go to the Rio Grande layout. You don't see no black people at that layout. Go to wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna teach you with this one. You go to Columbia, George. They got a guy named Isaac, and believe me, I do not even understand how I remember this young man's name, but he's the only black guy at the Columbia Gorge Railroad Club. At least he's there. You go out to the Jackson County Eastern Model Railroad Club in Odessa, Missouri. Ain't nobody black out there. They ran the black people away. What the F? So, I mean, hobby for everybody? Who is the fucking everybody? If you ain't got it here, you are never going to do this. You're never going to shake my hand because you don't have it here because you don't want to do it. These trains, these books, these kits, okay, the electronics. You think don't nobody else know how to do that shit? Really? You think nobody else has that shit? Really? Look on top of my refrigerator. There. Those are kits. Alright? Look on my wall. Them's is trains. I love trains. My daddy was a pullman on the railroad back in the day when his wages was 15 cents, 20 cents. And he'd help them people because he had it here. He gave that to me. Well, I got it here. I help anybody. But I will not tolerate, I just keep looking at this mess of, oh, wait, well, this hobby is for everybody. Who is the fucking everybody? If you stop saying that, I probably wouldn't even be mad. You live in St. Louis, where there's a lot of races, a lot of different races there, but you never invite nobody black back to your house. But then you have a child that comes to your house named Daniel Combs? Mike Buddy? Dirk Reynolds? All these people come to your house, but they all your color. You feel safe. You act like y'all feel safe, like somebody gonna rob you for your trains? I just don't get it. It's just a continuous cycle. It's a cycle. It's like winding up that little dude in the box, the jack in the box, then it pops out and it's a white guy. You wind it again, it pops out, it's a white guy. You wind it again, it pops out, it's a white guy. It's never nobody. It's not a Mexican guy. It's not a Hispanic guy. It's not a Jewish guy. I take that back. It might be a Jewish guy. You know what I'm saying? So if you got money, they gonna put you on there. But they gonna put you on there if you got money, you got black. And let me tell you something. Who had trains? Emmitt Smith. Y'all remember number 22? For the Dallas Cowboy. He like trains. You got that stupid dude with the beard. Who likes trains? He running around there. He on TV. Derek Thomas. Played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 58. Died. He collected model trains. You didn't know that, did you? Ron Stewart. If you think I'm sexy. Y'all did him. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. He's of y'all color. Y'all feel safe. You know, he said, y'all think I'm sexy. Now, baby, won't you come and tell me so? Hey, man, look. We in the war of our lives right now trying to deal with this COVID-19 BSHI shit. Okay? We definitely don't need no race shit when it comes to these toy trains. They fucking toys. Okay? At the end of the day, they toys. You pay $100, $200, $300. Anthony coming out with engines that's $359 and they still won't give you a fucking engineer. But y'all cool with that. Okay, you can't get smoke. You can't get a fan that turns. You barely getting lights over the trucks now. They don't even really shine over the trucks. They just shine at the trucks. Really? And you still getting plastic ass Henry couplers instead of getting some damn Cadies. Are you serious? $349, $359, $700, $600 to a locomotive, and you still want to give somebody a plastic fucking coupler? Are you serious? Whew, boy. This is deep, man. This is deep. Hey, look. If you got it here, everything I'm saying is irrelevant. Either you love trains and you love people who like trains. Well, you like people who like trains. You ain't got to love them. Either you do that or you don't. If you in the hobby because your neighbor down the street, Mr. J, he's a white guy. He likes Lionel trains. He's always had trains and he's a white guy. He felt safe, but Mr. Jones across the street, he's black. You already don't like him because he lives across the street from you, degrading your neighborhood because there's a black person in your neighborhood. He got a big train collection, but you won't tell your kids about him because he's black and you don't want your kids around him. All these years, you never lived in my shoes, so you never know what I go through or you never know what they go through. And you learn to hate somebody. So you choose not to love somebody because you don't want to be associated with it, because you don't want somebody to see you that you might smile at a black person or you might smile at a Mexican or a Latino or any other type of race of person. You don't want to show somebody that you're able to do that, because if you don't have it here, you won't do it. If you got it here, it doesn't matter who's looking at you, you will do it. So I said all this to say this. All the rest, the rhetoric, I just made up a new word, rhetoric of scenarios that is going on these days. I had paid my fair share of money to be a part of the model railroader community. Okay, I'm still going to keep buying what I like. I'm going to keep doing what I like. Okay, I'm going to keep trying to reach. I know it's called across the aisle. It's not even an aisle. It's reaching across the other side of the track. I'm going to keep trying to do it. I'm going to keep inviting. I don't get invited. McCroskey is the only person that ever invited me out to his house. You know who McCroskey is, you people out here in Kansas City, Missouri. Y'all know. And he even had his layout in Railroad Model Craftsman because he knows Steve Grease. Steve Grease faked like he was nice and invited people out to his house when they had a little convention. But that was it. He didn't invite nobody out to his house to run no trains. That's as far as he go. Well, I'll tell you, you people something else. Y'all act like y'all better than somebody, but then you act like then the worst of you come out. That's not cool at all. Not cool at all. But you gonna tell me that I'm racist because I'm explaining this to what I see with my own two eyes. I see this. Oh yeah, the panel is 8 white guys and one little token light skinned black dude who is irrelevant to me. I'm sorry, James, right? You just irrelevant because the way you act. It's not why you act that way. It's because that's just how you've been programmed. You don't speak up, you don't speak out. You don't even have black people to your house, and you're black. That's messed up. Okay, I don't. I'm gonna say this right now on Ben Johnson's Model Railroad. I'm gonna say this right now. I got just as much stuff as most people out there. I can model pretty decent. You're not gonna ever give me this title, a master model railroading. How are you gonna be a master of an imagination? The terminology, once again, I've explained this before, a master. You don't have a plantation. I'm not picking your MF cotton. All right, you ain't whipping me with no whip. You're not dragging me and chasing me with dogs. Because you're not a master of me. You're not a master of no man. You a master of an imagination, so that makes you master model railroader number one? Them dudes with that National Model Railroad Association little virtual group, he says, well, I'm Master Model Railroader 303720, and I welcome you to our tour, and I'm Master Model Railroader for this region. Hey, you ain't nobody but another guy who like trains, and you just do things a little bit better than the next man. That don't make you no master. And you sitting there wearing some hot water ass jeans and old polka dot ass shirt or plaid shirt all wrinkled, but you a master model motherfucking railroader. Are you serious? Shit. Better come back to life. God do not bless ugly. And if you think I'm tripping right now, I apologize. And I don't apologize to anybody who likes my little channel and my little bloopers. I'm having fun. Okay? And anybody who wants to come over to my house and run trains with me, believe me, you are more than welcome. I don't care if you got one arm, a fat finger. I wouldn't give a fuck if you don't ain't got but one finger. But I show you how to turn that damn dial with that little finger. If you don't have it here, there's no reason to even step this way. If you don't have it here, there's no reason to even leave a comment. If you don't have it here and want to do this and shake my hand, just keep moving. Because the people that it affects is the people that comment and say something negative. My only negative thought here is somebody should have brought this to y'all attention a long ass time ago. Not a railroad is for everybody. Who the hell is the everybody? Man, I'm tired. I gotta keep thinking about this. I gotta keep mentioning this. You shouldn't even have to do that. And we just sit there and we just look like it's normal. We've been programmed. Watch this. You want to get your car fixed right? Go take it to the white people. You want your house fixed right? Go take it to call somebody a standing improvement. Now, most of their contractors are white. They're gonna make sure it's fixed right. Like y'all the only ones know how to fix something or make something right. Or build something right. Or cook something right. But when you want to watch sports, let's watch the black people. They killing each other. Look at Mahomes, he mixed. Look at Tyree Hill, he running like a cheetah. I think something like that got hired Cosell fired from Monday Night Football. Look at the little monkey run. Remember that? People, these are toy trains. Toy trains bring other people together, and you have fun. Don't sit over here and make comments and talk about this hobby's for everybody if you're not a part of everybody. You don't even look and see that you are You're not inviting everybody. If you don't even see that, that's your fault. Because people notice that stuff. Now, when I start ramping up and start my boycotting, maybe we stop boycott MCE. Okay, what if we do that? We boycotting Intermountain. What about we do that? Microtrain. Oh, what if we do that? It can be done, and it seems to be a little effective. Because apparently, y'all act like it can't be done, but it can be done. So, y'all need to start speaking up. All you companies out there, Atlas and Anthems and all that, and y'all need to kind of make this diversity of people who like your products that you got paying $250 and $300 for no engineer, a little $5 plastic figure that you won't put in the train. What's $5 extra? You already trying to make you pay $359 for a locomotive that if you drop it, it's gone. $359 is gone. So damn, it's like we value your product, but you don't value just giving us something simple. Yeah, the roof comes off, and I can put probably a lot of their models. The roof comes off, and you probably could put an engineer in it. Well, why do I have to do that? Who likes to run a ghost train? A lot of you guys, y'all don't even pay no attention. Trains don't run by themselves. They have a person on the inside. So how do you become a master model railroader if your engines or your steam engines don't have crewmen, but you a master model railroader? That's another one. What? Why is everybody's layout real extra neat? That's not the real world. You don't go down the highway and you don't see no rocks out of place or no gravel on the road or a trash thrown out. What world do y'all live in? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make my layout. It's gonna be neat. Everything gonna be in its place. I'm gonna put a building up, but I ain't gonna put a road to get to the building. So I got trucks backed up to the docks. But it ain't no road to get to the dock. What the? Master model railroaders. Come on, bro. People pay attention to what we want to pay attention to. What are you paying attention to? This video is way too long, and I know it is going to take forever to download, but it's okay. I planned it that way. Now, if you guys that's already a member of my channel don't want to look at my channel no more, I am okay with that. I'm just going to speak from here because I got it here. I welcome anybody who wants to be and wants to run trains with me. If you invite me, I'm going to come. Right now, I know COVID-19 got things upside down, but that's the least of our worries. This hate that we have for one another because I'm brown and you white, or you white and that man's yellow, or whatever y'all want to call it, the Latino people, brown or whatever. Because of that, that's really stupid. You hate, you grow up. A child is not taught, when a child is born from the age of 1 to 6, that child don't hate nobody. That child love everybody. Until all of a sudden one day, you decide to tell the child, people that color, you don't like them, no, you're supposed to hate them. So once you start teaching a child to hate, a child will hate. But the child didn't start out hating. So why is you guys in this model railroad thing, y'all want to hate? 78 years of model railroad magazine, and you can't even have a black layout on your pages. And you can't say you have because you haven't. You really haven't. You maybe 5 total, maybe. 5 totals. That's 5 months out of 78 years, 79 years, wherever how long y'all been on looking at it. I don't know. I got the 75-year anniversary. I got that book. I still got it. I support you still because I like trains, so I'm still support you. But like I said, I pay attention and I notice. Well, I done ran it enough. I ran it for 30 minutes because I'm sitting here in my house and I'm just sitting there wondering. I stopped looking at a video just to get this out because I had it on my heart. I love me. I love people. But everybody's cool until they get exposed. It don't matter if you like trains. Don't matter if you're old. Remember, who you are is what you are. If you ain't good people, you just ain't gonna never be good people. And it don't matter what I say, or how I say it, or how I think it. It don't matter what you say, how you say it, and how you think it. If we don't agree together, we don't agree to disagree, we ain't nobody. And United States used to be some bad people. We ain't SHIT no more. Peace.